Hi, welcome to Network Mela. In our previous classes, we learned how IPS detects, attacks, and protects the network. But today, we will learn something very important. How does IPS know what to block? Who tells IPS which traffic is dangerous? The answer is IPS rules and policies. Today, we will understand this is in a simple way. What is IPS rule? An IPS rule is simply an instruction. It tells the IPS what to look for and what action to take. If something suspicious is found, IPS follow the rule and take the action. For example, if traffic contains an SQL injection attack, the IPS rule can block the traffic. What does a rule check? An IPS rule can check different things in a network traffic. For example, source IP, destination IP, port numbers, protocol, attack pattern. Based on these checks, IPS decides whether the traffic is safe or dangerous. Type of rule action. When a rule matches, IPS can take different actions. Allow the traffic allowed to pass. If it is a block or drop, the traffic is stopped immediately. Alerts. IPS only sends a warning message. Then reset. IPS closes the connection. If the action is alert, traffic is not blocked. If the action is blocked, traffic is stopped. What is an IPS policy? Now, let us understand policy. A policy is a collection of multiple rules. Instead of creating rules one by one, admin group them into a policy. For example, a web server production policy may include rules for SQL injection, cross-site scripting, file upload attacks, port scanning. All these rules together form one policy. Default policy versus custom policy. There are two types of policies. Default policy provided by the vendor. Custom policy created by admin based on company needs. Different organization may need different security rules. Rule severity level. IPS also classifies attacks based on severity. Levels include low, medium, high, and critical. For example, port scan may be medium severity. SQL injection may be high severity. This helps security team understand which attacks are more dangerous. False positive and false negative. Sometimes IPS may make mistakes. False positive means normal traffic is blocked by mistake. False negative means an attack happens but IPS does not detect it. Security team try to reduce these issues by tuning the rules. What is rule tuning? Rule tuning means adjusting rules to improve accuracy. For example, if a rule blocks too much normal traffic, it can be modified or changed to alert mode. This helps reduce false positive. Real world example. Imagine a company website. the administrator creates a security policy with rules for SQL injection protection, cross-site scripting protection, file upload restriction, code scanning detection. Now, the IPS protects the website using these rules. How IPS rules are updated? Now, let's understand another important part of IPS. How the IPS rules are updated. As we know, cyber attacks are always changing. Hackers keep creating new attacks method every day. Because of this, IPS cannot rely on one old rules. If the rules are old, the IPS may not detect new attacks. This is why rules must be updated regularly. Usually, security vendors research new threats and create new signatures or rules. Administrator download these updates and apply them into the IPS. After updating, IPS can detect and block the latest attacks. Today, we learned what is an IPS rule, what is an IPS policy, types of rule actions, severity level, for false positive versus false negative, rule tuning. So, rules tell the IPS what to block. Policies group multiple rules together. Here is a question for you. If you were protecting a website, which rule would you enable first? SQL injection protection, code scan detection, or file upload restriction? Let me know your answer in the comments. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next video.